Alright guys, hold. Are you checking out my Neverwinter character? You looking at my character, bro? You want to clap my character's cheeks? You know what? Nah, it's all good. Me too. By the way, if I disappear, that means my girl saw this video. Anyway, gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tenek127 and welcome back to another video. And guys, in today's video, we are taking a look at Neverwinter in 2023. Now, there's a lot of cool things and stuff like that I want to show you guys. I'm going to be honest straight up in this video. Neverwinter is definitely one of the better free-to-play MMOs out there. I'll get with my gripes and little things like that with the game and why I don't play it as much here later on in the video. But I do believe that, you know, Neverwinter is one of the better contenders out there, you know, especially in the free-to-play realm and stuff like that. For those who don't know, Neverwinter is available on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. With its outdated visuals and stuff like that, I'm kind of surprised that they never attempted to bring this to Switch. Who knows? Maybe especially now that Gearbox owns Perfect World, they might attempt to do that one day. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out Neverwinter. I'm gonna start by showing you guys some of the classes in the game and stuff like that. We'll talk a bit more about the game. Go check out a dungeon or so. Let's do it. So one of the things with Neverwinter is very good at content updates, but they are terrible at adding new classes. Like, I am talking, you get a new class in this game like once every 3 to 5 years. No, I'm not kidding at all. So far in Neverwinter we have the Cleric, the Barbarian, the Warlock, the Rogue, the Fighter, the Bard, the Paladin, the Ranger, the Wizard. The Bard is the latest class that has been added into Neverwinter. Now, some of these classes were DLC at one point in time. Like, I do believe the Barbarian, who used to be known as the Great Weapon Fighter, I do believe this was a class that was added into the original game at a later point in time at one point, but I'm not sure. I don't quite remember, but they rarely add new classes to this game. That's one thing that drives me nuts, because in D&D lore, especially, you know, because this is a game based on Dungeons and Dragons, there are tons of different classes and combinations and stuff like that, and they only have these ones. Now, I mean, unless, you know, I'm missing something here, but I don't know. I think, you know, Neverwinter should be adding a lot more variety with their class selection. There's a lot of other games that, you know, have 15, 18, 20 plus classes in them, and Neverwinter still has, you know, a real basic, simple selection. Now, don't get me wrong, their classes are, you know, unique. They all play vastly different. They all have multiple play styles to them. But, you know, I do feel like the game is just really lacking in that section. So welcome back to Protector's Enclave. This is basically the main kind of hub for Neverwinter. This is the main town where people are going to go out and do their quests for different areas and stuff like that. And mostly you'll see a lot of people gathering for endgame dungeons and raids and stuff like that. Most of the time it'll be here in Protector's Enclave. It'll take place in some of the endgame areas and stuff like that, but usually a lot of it takes place here. A lot of the markets for trading are here and everything like that. You're going to see a majority of players spending most of their time here in good old Protector's Enclave. Now, Neverwinter, like I said, for free-to-play MMORPG, it does have a lot to offer, and I want to go ahead and show you guys that here in the game. They're always adding new expansions and stuff to the game, which are technically called campaigns. Now, these are usually something that have like a 30-day daily quest thing and stuff like that, and it'll give you special boons. Boons for your character are like, you know, stat buffs, perks, and things like that to make your character stronger, and they also increase your overall item level. Nothing wrong with that. It's a great system. Me personally, I'm just more of a traditional, you know, run dungeon, get brand new gear, farm gear until, you know, next expansion or patch kind of guy. Kind of like, you know, how like Final Fantasy 14 or World of Warcraft does things when it comes to endgame. And Neverwinter's endgame system was a little bit weird to me, and that's one reason, you know, I didn't continue playing it as heavily as I did when I first started this YouTube channel. They do have all kinds of different things in here. There's different guild events and stuff you can do, like even in your guild stronghold where your player housing is and stuff like that. There is literally a whole PvE based area where you can farm for more goods for your player housing, where you can take your guild and take on different world bosses for better gear and stuff like that. They have tons of activities and different things for you to do here in this game. Now, is there some pay-to-win elements to Neverwinter? Yes, sort of, in a way, and I will explain that to you guys here in a bit. So, there's a currency in Neverwinter called Astral Diamonds. These can be earned in-game by, simply running content and stuff like that. However, you can turn Astral Diamonds into the paid currency Zen. And Zen can also, well, Astral Diamonds can be used to purchase gear and stuff like that on the market board. Now, here's the thing with that. You can also take the paid currency Zen and you can turn it into Astral Diamonds. So if you really just want to spend a bunch of money and buy some of the latest gear off of the player market, you actually can do that. Which is a kind of crappy thing. It does take a lot of fun out of the game for you, but the option is there. So there is a pay-to-win element to Neverwinter. I do want to give you guys a heads up about that. When it comes to one of my other gripes about Neverwinter, it is the game's kind of outdated. There is no next-gen version of it for PlayStation, Xbox, or the game obviously is going to look as good as it can on PC, but with the new-gen consoles, there's no next-gen updates or anything like that. If you play it on PlayStation 4 Pro or PlayStation 5, you'll have the boost mode option available, which really does increase the performance of the game. You'll notice a lot more of a stable frame rate and, just better performance with it overall. But there's no, like native next-gen support for it or anything like that. And I do hope, that's one thing that they do change. Or even, considering, just updating Neverwinter is just really outdated look. Like, this looks just old. But, I mean, then again, games like, World of Warcraft are still, it still looks the way it does and it's doing just fine. Graphics aren't everything, it's just kind of a little pet peeve and a thing on my personal wish list for the game. But now, Neverwinter being a game based on Dungeons and Dragons, you can guess two things it has a lot of. Dragons and dungeons. There are a lot of world bosses and dungeon content in this game for you to sink your teeth into. And that's what we're going to go ahead and dive into and wrap this video up with and just show you guys, what it's like to run a dungeon in Neverwinter here in 2023. We'll go ahead and do the random skirmish queue, and I will go ahead and meet you guys. I was going to say meet you guys in the dungeon, but there's your proof that, the player base for Neverwinter is really healthy. We're playing it on the PlayStation platform right now, and I queued up for that skirmish queue, and I got a queue immediately. Okay, Dread Legion. Which one's... I don't even know if I've ever done this one before. Yeah, this does not look familiar to me at all. I am not sure if I've ever ran this skirmish before. Oh, yes, I have. I'm lying. I am lying. Get that AoE damage going. Now, me personally, guys, my bard build is a bit more melee based, and we're also on cooldown on buffs. The bard can also be a support and healing class. I did try playing the bard that way. It is very difficult. Big props to Nova DBZ, because I do believe that's how he plays his bard in using the support version of it. Me personally, I play the DPS version, and I tried that. It is very challenging. So anybody that plays support bards on Neverwinter, big props, man. Big props. And memorizing the songs can be a little bit challenging too, especially in combat. Oh, come on, big damage. Give us that big DPS. There we go, baby. I like that. This is the part where we get a nice tasty boss. Oh, yeah. Save my little flower bed for the perfect time. Yeah, like as you guys can see, running it on PS5, no frame dips, nothing. It is buttery smooth. Buttery smooth experience. Runs great on the consoles and stuff like that. Like I said, the visuals are just, you know, in my opinion at least, a little outdated. But alright, anyway guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for my 2023 look at Neverwinter. Let me know if you're still playing Neverwinter down in the comments below. It was one of the first MMORPGs I covered on my channel. I know a lot of people came here for Neverwinter content back in 2016. Let me know, are a lot of you guys still around? Are you still playing Neverwinter to this day? Or you look forward, or you're more looking forward to one of the MMOs coming out this year in 2023. Let me know down in the comments below. I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.